This week, a new gacha game has been released, and that is Solo Leveling Arise. I've been kinda excited about this game, and I wanted to try it. Unfortunately, Netmarble failed us, and it is a disaster. Today we shall talk about how bad it is and my experience with playing this game. We'll start with gameplay issues and then we'll continue to the shop. First of all, the maybe most important thing in every game, and that's combat. If combat sucks, then everything falls apart. Unfortunately, this game has similar issue just like Danmachi. Danmachi has very similar system where you go through levels, through the story, and then you enter the map, which is very linear and there's nothing much to do except kill 5 of these mobs and that's it. To really see how bad it is, I decided on one map to go on a crossroad. To other side, the side quest tells me not to go, and I saw literally nothing. It was just empty. Empty spot with almost nothing. Even the environment is just bland, boring, there's nothing interesting. I know it's a cave, or majority of these maps are caves, but maybe it would be nice to put something much more interesting. Now to actual combat. The combat is again very similar to Danmachi, with animations locking you out of movement. You do animations, but you don't turn the right way, and then you hit nothing. You cannot move while attacking, basically, which is one of the more problematic things, I would say. Especially for me. I am a person who just smacks the keyboard and doesn't think much about anything, and now I have to wait until the animation stops, then turn around, and then I can continue attacking, instead of just pressing the buttons and constantly attacking the target, which is my style. I play this way: Genshin, Elden Ring, World of Warcraft, any kind of game. That aside, let's continue. The game has some kind of performance issues. I have noticed that after almost everything you get into loadings after each window. I'm not sure if it is just my computer, but I would say it's not that bad, yet it happens. It's weird and it's annoying. Another section is tutorial, and especially for me, tutorial felt too long. It was like almost an hour. Just doing as the game tells me what to do, and I just couldn't do whatever I wanted to do. Which, let's be honest, for majority of games, the 1 hour tutorial is far too long. I know there are people who need the tutorial, but even if the duration was cut in half, I would say it would be still too sufficient and maybe still too long. Even if it was like half an hour. Some games, after all, have like 5-minute tutorials and they throw you into the game and play. Find the things you wanna do in this game. However, gacha games are a bit different, but I still believe that the duration should be cut. And speaking of tutorial, there's one more thing. The menus are quite simple. You get rewarded for just collecting things, like new weapons and so on. You have the option to click claim all, and you claim all the rewards. However, the tutorial menu doesn't have it, and my question is why? Why you just don't have it on one of the more important menus, which is go through all of the tutorials again and click through all of them. I doubt anyone would read it once again. After the first time, it's quite clear what the game wants you to do. And then you just have to click through all the things. Totally unnecessary. And last thing that I found that is in this game is autoplay. Autoplay overall could be whatever. It's not a big deal because majority of these games have it. Let's be honest. But it feels cheap and without point if you put so much focus on such gameplay that even doesn't feel that well, and then you have autoplay and you can just watch and eat popcorn while playing the game, what's the point of it? For me, personally, this is problematic and I would rather not see this in the game. In the end, the game could be good, but there are still small things like these that add up to the pile of shit that we are eating. And for the second part of this video, let's take a look into the shop and all around it. Things like VIPs, Battle Pass and so on. So here we go. The game has two kinds of VIPs. One is even forcing you to go into free trial for 3 days, which wouldn't be that bad, I would say. But again, it basically forces you to continue with the advantage, forcing you to pay for it. Then you have beautiful notification there. The notification doesn't disappear, it just tells you you don't have premium, buy it, both of them. And if you don't buy it, you will have to stick with those annoying notifications, which are very annoying if you ask me. Whales overall are gaining much more things than in other gacha games. Usually you just have to pay for the skins or for the premium currency, primal gems, crystal tier, whatever. Here you are also getting free 5-star just for buying things from the shop. You are also getting much more rewards within Battle Pass. You have the free Battle Pass in there and then 2 premiums. And the second premium one, the more expensive one, gives you for each level 2 extra pulls. Not permanent banner pulls, but limited banner pulls. 2 for each level, which is much more than in any other game. For example, in Genshin, you are getting 1 pull every 10 levels, and that's it. Here, for each level 2 pulls, which feels insane to me. I'm not against people whaling, but the game needs to at least show that it's possible to play this game without spending any money. It's a shame because I even found some positives, which are kinda whatever, since the game is in a pretty tough spot, I would say. It shows the story in manhwa panels, unlike any other game. Usually it's done through scenes from anime, and that's it. Here you have manhwa panels which are voiced, and that's about it. Even dub felt kinda okay. I'm not listening much to English dub in anime and so on, so I'm not sure how bad it is, but to me it felt quite okay. And the story is of course accelerated because it would be quite boring if went through everything that happened for the first episode where the main character is getting stronger. Speaking of a main character, I enjoy that it is put into forefront. You are this guy and you always have him in your team. And that's unique. I haven't seen forcing main character to be in the team all the time. It's always a choice. You can bring him to the team, you can leave him be. Usually the main character also sucks, so that's another thing. Well, one last small thing that I kinda liked. You are getting free stuff just for downloading the game. Why not? Like, why not? There's also free characters for just logging in, but that's a way to show the investors and so on that the engagement is there and so on. I'm excited to see how well it will go and how well it will do after, for example, 1 month, 2 months, half a year and so on. Anyway, that's it from me today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you came to this part, you have my greatest thank you. Once again, thank you, and I will see you in the next one.